Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today I am going to start off with Eryka Badu. And I'm going to do her in an Afro-steampunk theme. So let me get my Eryka started here. And I'm using a couple different influences here. Let's see, we'll start off big so that I can get as much detail as I want. Let's see, so Eryka, she's got a lot of beautiful images, and they're all unique and eclectic. I mean, this woman, she is definitely a performer, and she's got so many beautiful looks. I thought Madonna had looks, but this woman has looks, from big hats to big hair, accessorized, and just amazing. She's not afraid to challenge what beauty looks like. And I love her music, her soulful music. And I'll never forget, you better call Tyrone. Tell him to come on, help you get your shit. Yeah, her songs are badass. You could chill to her music the entire time if you wanted to. And why did I put her eyes on this layer? I have no idea. So let's see if we can fix that. Usually my guide layer should be just that, a guide layer. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and make that opaque. You know, and it's funny, after all these years of drawing, I still use this guide layer. I don't know if it's just it makes me comfortable, it's familiar, and it also kind of constrains me as well. You know, I remember when I didn't have a guide layer and I'd have one eye up here, one eye down here, but this forces me to kind of stay symmetrical. I may have one eye up here and one eye down here, but they're kind of closer. And with this technology, I can almost eliminate the guide layer and just manipulate things with the selection tool. Now, I like drawing in Adobe Draw, I think that's what it's called, because it's vector lines, very clean. But I can't select like I can in Procreate. If it had that feature, I'd probably be in it right now. If I draw in that particular program, I'd have to put every single element onto a different layer until I'm absolutely confident that's where it belongs, and then eventually merge it down. And I just want to see how far I can get today on Eryka here. Like I said, I was going to merge a couple different elements. I'm going to do the steampunk element. I'm going to do the Afro element. So you got the Afro steampunk. And then, you know, the realism. But also, well, realism, huh? A portraitish type thing, but also I wanted to throw in a little bit of Art Deco. So let's see how that works out, because with the Art Deco there's a lot of symmetry that's involved, but since I've got like a human element here and the African element, a lot of it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It may give the illusion of symmetry, but it's meant to be alive and worn, and not everything in life is symmetrical. And I kind of live by that. All I have to do is look at Shannon Doherty and I know that life is not symmetrical. I always use her as an excuse, but there's beauty in asymmetry. So what can you do? What can you do? Alright. Is she drawing an egg? It may as well be. Let's see. I'll try not to lay one today. How are you, Tatted Hearts? Happy Friday. Happy weekend eve. Now, deciding to draw the next person, I could not. I was having a hard time. That's why I have a late start. And then it came to me, Eryka. People that you don't usually see drawn are who I'm gravitating to. And to try to bring them back into focus, because their music is just like badass. But I've never seen them in this steampunk fashion before. Now, Eryka, she's got moments where she seems to channel a lot of different elements, and I love that about her. If you do a search on Eryka Badu, you will see her in all kinds of crazy looks, from bohemian to modern to just straight up, I don't know what the hell. But her closet has got to be freaking amazing. She's just not one way. She's just not one style in her dress. You know, yesterday, weekend eve, yes. Yeah, my boss forgot to pay me yesterday, and I'm still kind of salty about that. You know, I like direct deposit just for that reason. I don't have to stress where my money's coming from. I can look and see, yep, it's there. But no. So I know she's going to remember first thing in the morning when she walks in. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. And I'll just smile, say okay. I won't say what I was saying after I realized that she left without paying me. But I get over myself so easy. And I know it's not out of spite or nothing like that. So, I mean, anybody could forget to pay, but don't let me forget to pay my landlord. Don't let me forget to pay my light bill. Don't let me forget to pay or feed the kids when they need some help or some food. You know. Just saying. Nah, but I'm not that salty. It's Friday. Nothing can fade my mood today, yo. Nothing can fade my mood. Let's see. Let's see if I make sure I got her look. Even the look that I'm using as a source image is just like gorgeous. I'm going to use the same color tones that she's got here. Make sure that this eye is not too much bigger than this eye. And we'll check proportions. Usually the face is 5 eyes wide. On her, I can't tell because her hair is out there. You'll see once I start to pencil it in. Her makeup's on point though. I love it. Oh, speaking of makeup, Tatted Hearts, Gabriel Zamora. He had longer hair. Gabriel Zamora. The name sounds so damn familiar. Give me one sec. Gabriel. Oh, okay. But I'm trying to remember where I came across this person. Gabriel Zamora. Oh God, his hair is beautiful. Where did I see him? Was he on RuPaul's Drag Race? Where did I see Gabriel Zamora? It's killing me. I know I've come across Gabriel Zamora before, but I just don't know where. Anyway, maybe another time, but not on this one. AfroSteampunk, darling. AfroSteampunk, at least until the end of the month. And then we're going to do some superheroes. And you know, the people, I would love to take some of those suggestions. Gabriel, I want to figure out what kind of like superpower I'd give them. And then just like kind of use their looks and whatever they're famous for. And kind of like, you know what they are by day, but here's where they are by night. Let's see. So let's go ahead and clean up my little egg here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Actually, I don't have to delete. I can clear it. Now, this is all I see of her face. Basically, this point to this point, and the rest is all hair, baby. But I need to be able to have a little bit of head here to work with. Let's see, and before I reduce it, I want to try to get her look down. Let's see. Let's see how much room I've got. Now, if I was leaving this at just her portrait, I'd probably be done today, but we're not just gonna leave it there. Okay, I'm gonna try to get her other pose here. And we'll raise one up a little bit higher than the other. Now I'm going to be working on, this is 11.5 by 8.5. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and do some coloring real quick. Just want to make sure at least I get her face down first. So, okay, so she's got, in this picture, lighter toned skin, but I don't know if that's accurate. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, she looks like she's more of on the lighter skin side. Okay. I love her Smokey the Bear hats and Mountie hats and what is that called? The hair wraps. But today it's going to be all fro, bro. All fro. Okay, so let's color her in. We need to be on another layer. And her skin is very light in this picture. Probably about that. Let's see, more like here. And this is like the base tone. You know what? Let's try to stay a little neater. And we're going to have her show a little bit more skin than she usually does. Let me back that up. Oh God, yeah. She has afro. Oh, she has whatever she wants, and it looks like it's natural. I could be wrong. A lot of people wear wigs and stuff, which is pretty cool too. Okay, so we got that. We'll bring that down. This is more of a honeyed tone. We'll drop the opacity just a smidge. Drop the lines a bit. And that way we can control this. That's a little too dark. Let's see. Let's try that. We'll bring that up a bit. Oops, a little too much. Drop that down just a little bit more. See if there's a little bit more warmth in her skin than this. Let's see, we'll thread it down a little bit redder. Yeah, one of the things to remember is that, like when you're using source images like photographs and stuff, you know, they've got different colored lighting and stuff, so that changes a person's skin tone. So we got that light tone here. Make that a little darker. Let me zoom in. Okay, let's see. I'm taking care of the fatter highlights here and the shadows, so we can go a little darker and make that a little thinner. Just try to define it a little bit better. Ugh. You know, yesterday I think I was going to mention this a second ago, but I distracted myself. I'm at the bus stop, and I realized, like yesterday, because I was trying to finish up a picture, and I had to book it out of the house. I had to like put foot to pedal and ass to seat to get my butt out to the bus stop in time. Usually it comes about like 47 after, I left the house. I usually leave the house about, if I'm taking one particular bus, usually, God, what was it? I usually leave like 35 after, so I'll stop here at like about 20 minutes, like 6:20. And then by 6:35, I'm usually comfortably heading towards the bus stop. And it usually takes me about 3 minutes if I'm just doing it casual. My ass got there in a minute. I left here about 6:36, something like that. Got there in like less than 3 minutes. I was putting foot to ass to get myself out there. And there are these people standing on the corner, you know, like kids getting ready for the bus. And I'm thinking that they've got another bus stop, like across from my bus stop. And this lady with her 3 or 4 kids, short, squat lady, sister, and I can't hear them very well because I got my Clive Barker playing in my ear, with all its filth and whatnot. And she's saying good morning to me, and I barely heard her. So I tell her good morning, and she expects her kids to say good morning, and I guess one of them wasn't loud enough, and it sounded borderline abusive that she was going to beat his ass if he didn't say good morning to the elderly lady. And I'm like, I am not fucking elderly. I am not elderly. I feel elderly sometimes when I get off that goddamn bike, and then but I lift that thing like 8 times a day to get it onto the bike rack. I am not effing elderly. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, that's not even right. I might be about maybe a few years older than the lady. She had to be at least in her 20s, maybe late 20s. And I'm like, I'm not elderly. You damn kids keep off my lawn, but I'm not elderly. Felt like if I complained, I would have sounded like what's his name, Bernie Sanders. So I'm like, I just let it go, Kim. Sometimes you feel like they say you do. You look. I'm like, I'm not elderly. Not dressing like some hoochie anymore, but listen how I say anymore. 10 years old. I said 10 years old. Nah. It was dark. I have to give it to her. It was dark. Okay. So it is what it is. I'm like, I am not elderly. I'm not talking about this. And what do? I talk about it. I'm not elderly. Oh, dang. Oh, well, if I'm lucky, I'll become elderly someday. If I'm lucky. You can only hope. And I hope they find me with my pencil in hand with a big ass smile on my face after drawing, I don't know, some gorgeous men. Oh, yes. That's how I want to go. See, I think my nose is a little too high up. So let's see if we can bring everything down, or at least bring the nose down. I think I need to bring this portion down. Let's see, the best way. Should I merge it all? We'll go ahead and merge. That way I don't have to bother. Oops. Select. Just gonna bring these guys down just a smidge. Okay. And let's heal this. Let's take some of the colors that are around, prop them up. Bring this down a bit. Alright. Let's fix this nose. Oh my god, I'm roasting in here. All of a sudden I just got hot. Oh, heat flashes. I'm getting elderly. Oh. Let's see. Let me color in some of the lighter stuff real quick. see. I'm just going to hit everything that requires white. Oh well, okay, let's see. Make sure that's up all the way. There we go. Throw that layer in there. Oh, she's got this really, let me get her brown eyes in here. Now I'm trying to think of some of the other things I want to put onto, let's see, like I'm going to have to create some prints. Oops. And I kind of want to get that Egyptian look where it has, I forget the name of that goddess. I don't think it's Nefertiti. The one with the wings. I think Rihanna has that tattoo. And I'm going to kind of use a little bit of that idea. But, you know, channel a little bit of the Art Deco in there as well. Let's see, maybe I can make this a little bigger. Make this a little darker. Take care of her eyes real quick. I don't know why it's not getting darker. Let's come closer. Come closer, darling. Make that smaller. And we'll put a little bit of shadow right here. Let's see, let's get some brown in here. Let's see, we'll try this brown here. That might be too dark. That's about right. Yeah, she's got really bright lights on her here. Okay, that's one. Her eyes are skin colored, yeah. Creepy! Let's see, we use black. Let's see, and we could probably get away with doing another little layer on the eyes just to give it a little bit more depth. We'll throw in another little color. Let's see, opposite. Let's try a little bit. We'll do a little fleck of green. No, I don't see any green in her eyes, but we'll use a little bit of this dark tone for it. Just give a couple little cones here. And we'll tone it a little bit. Let's see if this will let me do it. That's saturated. I wonder if it'll let me go a little bit browner. Nope. Nope. Okay, no worries. This one is okay. I want it a little darker. Right here is where it should be like a little darker, and this side should be considerably darker. Lovely. Soften up these. Oh yeah, let's get that color in there. She had this beautiful, put it on a different layer. Oops, it helped to be in that beautiful color. It's like this shade right up in here. So we'll start with the lighter. And then she has this tone. And then it gets into this really dark tone here. And then she's got like a brown right here. And then right here, she'll have like a very light flesh toned highlight here. I need to bring her nostrils out a bit. This nostril is a little high. down a bit and to give a little bit more definition to her nose here. Alright, let's see. So let's finish these eyes up here. And thick, dark. Let's see, we'll put the eyelashes on another layer. All right. Okay, so I want to put a little bit more of this pink beneath her eyes here. Let's see which color. See if it spreads a bit down. That brown. I'm putting this down and just define her nostrils a bit. Spread a little bit of love here on a different layer. Let's go ahead and merge everybody down. And just kind of make it like softer transitions between things here. A little bit lighter. It's a little bit lighter. And we'll just kind of blend in this highlight here. Need a little bit of dark tone here. It could also be insulting. A lot of men feel, what is the word? Ted Hart said it would be hilarious if I went up to a bald man, rubbed his head with a tissue, and played Shine Bright Like a Diamond by Rihanna on my phone. And I don't think it would be well received, darling. A lot of men are really sensitive about their hair, or lack thereof. Sometimes that baldness thing is something that they can't control. So you might not want to do that unless you know that person very well. And they know that it's all in good fun. Just for self-preservation purposes, darling. What may seem funny to us is not quite funny to anybody else. And and one way to look at it is think of something that you're not feeling adequate about, and then imagine somebody doing that to you. Like if somebody played Fat Bottom Girls or something really insulting, and then came up to me and started doing shit, I wouldn't appreciate it. So just keep the little chuckle to yourself, because not everybody appreciates that. Now, some men play that stuff up. Telly Savalas and some people, oh my God. Some men should have just been bald from the get-go. So, it just depends on the dude. If you can find the right dude, oh, go for it. But just know that somebody might think you're, depending on how other people take it, might think you might be a little callous, a little immature. So be immature while you can, because then they'll expect you to grow up and be a responsible adult, and that sucks. That sucks. Gotta be nice. Gotta play nice. See, I think I want to squeeze his nostrils down a bit. Let's see. Just because our president's an asshole doesn't mean that you have to be an asshole too. At least make sure you know the person before you do pranks like that or little jokes like that. If you do it to yourself, that's no big deal. You know, the only person you're insulting is yourself. Self-deprecating humor. Love it. You know, I remember back in the day we had like Benny Hill. He would go around and do all kinds of crazy stuff, British humor type of thing. And for those of us too young to remember Benny Hill. But yeah, they would go around and he would go around and go. Pap, 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 pap. They had this sound effect where he would go around to this little old guy and tap him on the head, especially if he was trying to get his attention. But then again, he also chased half-naked ladies around too on his show. Okay. Eryka Badu. You know, I wanted to take a picture of this one guy on the bus. He was combing his beard. He had a very thick beard, and he had an afro comb, and he was picking out his beard. And I look at his head, and his head is completely shaved. And I'm like, that man is proud of his beard. Probably because I don't know if he can't grow the hair on his head. It's definitely a big contrast. I'm about to do. Yeah, not to be a downer or anything, but yeah, just make sure that you keep from getting your ass kicked or sued on the internet or anything like that, because you don't know who you're messing with sometimes. We all think it's good fun, and then somebody else pulls a gun. You know, it's all in good fun until somebody pulls a gun. Yeah, can't take a joke nowadays. Everybody's in their feelings. So sensitive. It's so sensitive. And also keep in mind that some people are not bald by choice, you know, not just heredity, but like I was sitting behind a lady yesterday on the bus. My whole life seems to be centered around the damn bus. And she was bald. And she might have been going to the cancer center. So just be careful with your prank. Not all jokes are funny, even though in our heads they seem like a good idea in our heads, but just make sure you know that person before you do that. here. Let's get that off. And make sure that light is more yellowish. Just little highlights here. It's a little bit of a white tone. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, this isn't supposed to be this dark. What was I thinking? Let's see if we can get this to spread out a bit. Throw a little bit of red here. Alright, let's go for some froage. I could probably throw a little bit more brown on there, but oh, you know what? All this should have been on a different layer. There we go. Back again. Trying to take care of that hairline. No! I am not leaving Eryka like this. Okay. It's gonna be another one of those days. We're gonna be rushing for the bussin'. Okay, this will be the last song, and then I'm out the dizzo. She's got like a little bit of a afro in the front here. And then it just gets nuts from here. Ooh, I ran out of space. Alright. Ooh, and I still couldn't finish it in one sitting. Alright, you guys, I will see you on Monday, because I am so unreliable popping up on the weekend, especially if my kid comes home from Job Corps. I don't think he will, but I don't know. And maybe that's when I'll probably draw some of those other folks. So, from this elderly lady, I'm going to go ahead and go, honey. You guys have a fabulous weekend. Tattooed Hearts. I hope you have a joyous weekend. And no Fade My Mood Friday. Okay? Don't let nothing get you down. Don't let nobody trample on your Friday, because this is weekend eve. This is Saturday Eve. Alright, you guys have a great one, and thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see if I can try to fill in as much as I can. Gosh, I hope it's not raining today. It's been a pretty good week so far. But basically what I'm doing to do an afro is I'm using the fine hair brush. And if you really want to get a really good afro, just get right up in that mug and just make little circles. That'll give you that density. And when you need that dark, deep darkness, just go ahead and increase that brush and just get all in there. And if you need it to just look like flyaways, or if you need curls or swirls or whatever, you can just come back on it. Alright, you guys, thanks again for watching. I have a lot of work to do on this hair, and I am nowhere near done with the idea that I want to do on here. And see, I know the fine hair brush is really good, and then there's another one that comes with this called the short hair brush, and it's pretty good too. Oh yes. Alright. She's always in my hair, my hair. Alright, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.